Hey, so I'm just recording this so you have an idea of how to put this back together. I basically, because it's easier to break this down for shipment, so I'm going to just keep this recording and I'm going to show you how exactly I put this together and take it apart. Right now there's no grease in there, so you want to apply grease to this over here. You want to apply grease to that ball over here, and any other contact points. That grease can be, lithium grease or something like a thick dielectric or whatever, but like something that's going to stay on there and not drip. All right, let's start taking this apart. So it's a bit of a ghetto video, but I figured a ghetto video is better than no video at all. So I didn't press this in all the way because it's easier to take it apart when it's not pressed in. When you put it together, you probably want to press it in all the way. So I'm going to just right now kind of pry this off. So that's that retainer clip. I'm going to pull this off right here. So that's the retainer clip, that's this. And now, basically, I should be able to raise this up. So, okay, you'll see multiple pieces here moving around. So obviously this is the main shifter. Here's the linkage for, back and forth, and then the side-to-side thing, also, well, the back and forth is connected to that. This ends up being connected to the side-to-side, I think, because it goes backwards and forward as you, dear God. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to take this apart. This is another point where you want to actually put some grease probably. You'll see this. This is right now locked into a position so that this this lock does not go down. Whenever you end up actually putting in this thing, what you'll end up doing is you'll put in the shifter linkage, you'll press this down, and then you'll move this back and it'll basically lock it in and stop it from coming back out. So this is technically the lock position, but I have it set up so that this doesn't press all the way down, so it's ready for installation. So this over here is just a rubber grommet. Basically just pops off and pops on. All right, so let's see how we're gonna do this. So you'll see this part over here. This is connecting to the shifter right there, the side-to-side linkage via this spring. So there's a spring here that basically is wrapped around the bottom part. I don't know if you can see it. It's basically right down there, and you'll see it better here once we get it out. So I'm gonna first separate this out. You want to be gentle, okay? And I'm going to pop this out. So see this around here, it's basically held in here. And this is the string that basically the spring that basically holds these two. And what ends up happening is that it'll have tension on it when you do side to side to come back into the middle. So I'm gonna keep the spring on there. This is fine to whatever, but in case it comes off, know that it's basically, you'll have to like put it on and then tension this back and put that back there. and you'll have to have it like up enough. I mean, if you put enough grease, it'll find the spot where it's happy. So but yeah, you'll just need to have it like up enough like this where there's a ledge where it'll hold this corresponding part here. So again, sorry, ghetto video, best I can do. All right, so put that aside. We got this out. We have this effectively now like completely taken apart. Now just want to show you, so this I cannot take apart more than this, except by basically cutting this part off or unwelding it. So it's basically put in and then welded. So in case you're doing a short shifter or anything like that, you'll want to cut this part off over here and then just pull it out. Don't bother with trying to destroy this or do anything with this. It's just not going to work. It's basically locked in. I tried to do a whole lot of stuff. It's just in there. Yeah. So here at the ball, so you have this spring washer here, and then you have this plastic bushing. And I mean, this basically fits in the way it fits in. It's pretty clear if you can see that. You know, you've got the side indents, and then you've got the indents for the back and the front. Yeah, it's symmetrical, so it'll fit both ways. So if I flip this around like so, riveting. Don't worry, I don't do YouTube videos. So yeah, so it'll fit either way basically. These here, they're plastic, they're kind of rubber-ish bushings as well, and they float over these two. This would float without tension. Again, it's like a rubber, so it kind of gets compressed on there, but it gives it a really nice feel. So let me kind of show you how to put this back together while I have it apart, since we're doing this. I can take it back apart later. So to put this back together, you want to, so you're going to have to do a few things at the same time. First off, let's just put this aside. We're going to try to locate this with respect to that. We're going to insert this guy, pop this guy in, and I am going to, we need to make sure that this washer back here is where it's supposed to be, like seated all the way down there. And then we'll make sure the bushing is there. So we'll hold the bushing, maybe even hold the ball against this. You'll insert, so okay, so there's these retainers over here that basically this inserts underneath, and then you have this that inserts in this opening. So you'll kind of do a sideways insert type of deal here, so kind of like that, and you see where it actually, so this kind of bushing I put there, and that's partly what makes this nice and tight. So now we make sure we insert this blue part in between those spring retainers, and then I'm basically, okay, no, I'm keeping that because, all right, we're gonna put this back on. We'll put this back in. This is in all the way, well, most of the way. So the spring back here, this spring back here, this one over here. So you'll probably want to compress it a little bit so this seats all the way down in this groove. And now, there we go. See what I did? So now I have this seated all the way down. This is seated all the way in. Okay, so now the interesting part is making sure the washer and the grommet is in place. Now you might want to actually put grease on there before trying this, and that would probably help the washer like retain the washer in place, kind of like assembly lube. So let's just see if we can get that bushing up. There we go. All right, just put that back and pull that up, put that back in. All right, now I'm pressing this down. All right, so now I have this way. You'll notice I have the locking stuff on the inside. I'm not sure if it, I must have bumped the camera there. I'm not sure if it can be on the outside as well. Depends on your application, I guess. But anyway, so yeah, this being the rubber bushing there. And once you have it in place like this, kind of sits in there nice, what you'll end up doing is basically inserting this, let's not lose that lock washer, and we'll insert this on this side. You might have to shift this, so you'll see I'm trying to insert it from this side, press it down. Now it went all the way through. We'll go all the way through, then all the way through here. And there you go. And now you're ready to put this on. You press it in with the protruding part to the outside. You're gonna press it in, so the protruding part to the outside. You're gonna press it in and like be firm but gentle. Yeah, and then you're gonna press it in all the way to where this is flush with this over here. Okay? All right. And just to repeat, on normal speed, here's how you take this apart. I'll take this out, take it out of the way, pull this up. Look at that. There you go. I just had it like spring on my finger, and there you go. So the way I'm going to package this is literally this is going to be lying down like that. That way it's more easy to ship. And that's about it. All right. Thank you. Hopefully this helped. Probably not.